Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into the lives of two truly remarkable young individuals.
Hmm.
They lived nearly a century apart, yet their stories somehow echo with such profound similarities in their approach to faith and life.
It's quite striking.
We're talking about Carlo Acutis, and just so we get the pronunciation right, it's C-Arlo Acutis,
Right.
and Pier Giorgio Frassati. That's P-Y-E-H-R, Giorgio Frassati.
Got it.
Our mission, you see, is to go beyond just the biographies, to sort of extract those surprising nuggets of knowledge and insight from the testimonies and materials collected on them,
Yeah. Looking for that harmony?
highlighting the harmony in their faith and what their Christian testimony really tells us today. We're kind of on the hunt for unexpected points of contact and, surprising lessons for all of us.
And what's particularly compelling here is how these two lives, separated by eras and pretty distinct contexts, reveal this powerful shared spirit. We're not just looking at historical figures. We're exploring how they live their faith with such intensity.
Yeah.
And why their stories resonate so deeply in our, well, incredibly modern world. They offer insights that really challenge us to reconsider what living fully actually means.
Okay, so let's begin with the more recent of the two, Carlo Acutis. His life was tragically cut very short, but his impact continues to reverberate across the globe, doesn't it?
It really does.
Carlo was born in London, 1991, but he spent his formative years in Milan, came from a family of considerable means. His grandfather, actually, founded Vittoria Assicurazioni, a major insurance company.
Right, so not a background of poverty.
Not at all. And he passed away at just 15 years old in 2006 from fulminant leukemia. And for our listeners, that simply means a rare and extremely aggressive form of the disease that progresses very, very rapidly.
It's a profound puzzle, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How did a 15-year-old boy in such a, well, compressed time frame profoundly transform the lives of those around him?
It's hard to fathom.
What's striking is that his intense faith, cultivated from a really young age, actually drew his own parents back to religious practice.
Oh, wow.
His mother herself made this deeply moving statement, reflecting on his spiritual influence, saying, Carlo was a bit like a little savior for us.
From his own mother. That's extraordinary.
Extraordinary testament from a parent about their child, yeah.
That kind of impact in so little time is truly, truly astonishing. If I recall correctly, the Eucharist was absolutely central to his life, almost his daily fuel, wouldn't you say?
Without a doubt. He famously coined that phrase, the Eucharist is my highway to heaven, and it's become quite well known.
Mm-hmm.
Sources confirm he attended Mass every single day, starting from as young as 7 years old.
That-
Imagine that level of consistent daily devotion from such a young age. For our listeners who might not be as familiar, the Eucharist is the Catholic term for Holy Communion, which is really at the heart of their faith.
That's an incredible testament to his spiritual depth. And what's particularly fascinating, I think, is how he seamlessly blended this profound daily spirituality with a very modern passion, informatics,
Yeah.
computers.
Yeah.
This wasn't just a casual interest or, a way to play video games, was
Not
it?
at all. No, this was far from a mere hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Carlo leveraged his kind of innate talent and passion for technology for evangelization.
Right.
He transformed what some might have just dismissed as a geeky interest into an incredibly powerful tool. He meticulously created an entirely digital exhibition chronicling Eucharistic miracles from around the world.
Wow.
And thanks to the burgeoning power of the internet back then, this exhibition literally traveled globally, reaching thousands upon thousands of parishes, making these ancient stories accessible to countless people in a way no one had before.
So his faith was anything but abstract. It was deeply rooted, yes, but also incredibly pragmatic, capable of embracing and utilizing the cutting-edge tools of his era to spread a message.
Exactly, spreading a message of love and devotion.
And this deep faith then translated into incredibly concrete, tangible acts of charity. He truly walked the talk every single day, didn't he?
Precisely. His commitment was a daily active one. We have numerous accounts of him helping the homeless, often venturing out into the cold Milanese winter nights to bring them hot meals, blankets.
It's a teenager.
Just a teenager. At school, he was known as a fierce advocate for his classmates who were marginalized or had disabilities, always ensuring they felt seen, respected, included.
That's such a beautiful illustration of active compassion, a genuine commitment to justice.
It truly is. And the stories don't stop there. Their domestic helper, Rajesh, who was Hindu, was so deeply moved by Carlo's lived example, by his unwavering testimony of life, that he ultimately converted to Catholicism.
Really? Because of Carlo?
Directly inspired by him, yeah. Carlo's guiding principle, his life program, was wonderfully simple, yet profoundly direct. Always be united with Jesus. It sort of distilled his entire approach to living.
He gave the distinct impression of a normal boy. He had friends, he went to school, he was great with computers, yet there is this undeniable special quality about him. That striking phrase of his about originals and photocopies immediately springs to mind.
Ah, yes, a true gem. Everyone is born an original, but many die as photocopies. It's a powerful provocation, isn't it? It truly compels us to think about how authentically we're living our own lives and whether we're truly embracing our unique calling.
Absolutely. And to think, even as he faced the profound reality of illness and, well, impending death, he displayed an astonishing serenity for a 15-year-old. It's almost beyond belief.
During that difficult time, he articulated his perspective with remarkable clarity. He said something like, "I am happy to die because I have lived my life without wasting even a minute on things that do not displease God."
Wow.
To face death with that kind of conviction, peace, and absolute certainty, that's incredibly powerful, isn't it?
Very powerful indeed.
Now, let's travel back almost a century from the digital world of Carlo Acutis to the mountainous terrain of Pier Giorgio Frassati. What's remarkable here is how we'll see some incredibly striking parallels.
Right.
Pier Giorgio was born in Turin in 1901 and, like Carlo, died tragically young in 1925 at just 24 years old from fulminant poliomyelitis, again, that rapidly progressing aggressive disease.
Same kind of illness, different era.
Exactly. He also hailed from an upper-class family. His father was even the founder of La Stampa newspaper, a prominent Italian publication.
Oh, okay.
So, right from the beginning and through their short lives in passing, we find these two parallel paths, so similar in circumstance despite the decades separating them.
And for Pier Giorgio, too, the catalyst for a more mature and daily faith came with the encouragement of frequent Holy Communion. There's a wonderful anecdote.
Right.
When he finally obtained permission from his mother, who was initially a bit hesitant about his daily Mass attendance, he reportedly exclaimed happily, "I won."
That's a beautiful echo, isn't it? Just like Carlo, the Eucharist became absolutely central for him.
Exactly. For Pier Giorgio, the Eucharist became the literal key to his day, as he used to describe it, a way to return Jesus' visit.
I like that phrasing.
Yeah. And he also cultivated a very strong Marian devotion for our listeners, a special veneration for Mary, the mother of Jesus, which he expressed through the daily practice of the Rosary, a traditional prayer.
And he chose a very specific academic path, didn't he? Mining engineering.
Right.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, his choice wasn't at all random. He was deeply motivated by a profound desire to be close to the miners, to the poorest workers, to intimately understand their living and working conditions firsthand.
So it wasn't just an intellectual pursuit.
Not at all. He truly combined rigorous study with an unwavering social commitment.
He wasn't just learning in a classroom. He was living out his convictions. And he was an incredibly active young man, wasn't he? Deeply involved in FUCI, the Federation of Catholic University Students.
Right. A big deal at the time.
A significant Catholic youth movement championing social justice and faith among young intellectuals. He also founded a St. Vincent de Paul conference for direct aid to those in need.
Very hands-on.
Very. But it wasn't all study and prayer. He had a passion for mountaineering, too.
Ah, yes, the legendary Company of the Bad Types.
That's the one.
A group of friends with whom he undertook these demanding mountain climbs, pushing themselves physically in the Piedmontese Alps.
Precisely. But even those adventurous climbs and excursions were always preceded or accompanied by Mass, by prayer. He integrated every facet of his life, didn't he?
He really did. From his deepest spiritual commitments to his most adventurous leisure activities, it speaks to an incredible energy and a profound wellspring of charity.
Yeah.
For him, this wasn't a chore or a duty, but truly an inner need. He spent countless hours frequenting attics and the most impoverished areas of Turin, bringing not just material aid, but companionship, a listening ear, truly being present for those on the margins.
And it was this profound commitment, this selfless exposure to the plight of others, that ultimately cost him his life.
Indeed. It was precisely during these visits to those often unhealthy environments that he contracted the poliomyelitis that later led to his death. That final episode truly highlights his character, doesn't it?
You're referring to the note he wrote in his final hours. That story is incredible.
Exactly. The note he painstakingly scribbled, by then almost completely paralyzed in his deathbed, still giving instructions about medicines or money to be given to some of his beloved poor,
Right up to the very end.
right up to the end. His life's motto was to live, not to muddle through. There it is, to live, not to muddle through.
Wow, two stories, separated by so much historical context, yet woven together by these impressive common threads. It's quite something.
Yes, indeed. When we connect the dots, we see Carlo Acutis and Pier Giorgio Frassati, both hailing from affluent families with a certain material well-being, yet both made this radical, conscious choice for a Christian path. They were emphatically not content with a face of convenience, nor did they passively accept the comforts their social standing offered. Instead, they sort of subverted those expectations, actively seeking out hardship and companionship with the marginalized.
It's a profound rejection of mere comfort, isn't it? Makes their faith even more striking.
Absolutely. They yearned for more, and they gave so much more.
Yeah.
And for both, the most powerful engine, the very core of their spiritual lives, seemed to be the Eucharist itself.
Back to the Eucharist again.
It's as if this strong daily bond with the Eucharistic Christ became the inexhaustible source of that overflowing charity, that boundless energy they poured out for others, for the most vulnerable.
Seeing Christ in the poor, in the suffering, in every person they encountered, transforming that spiritual encounter into tangible action.
Precisely. And then it's so illuminating to observe how both of them, quite naturally and effectively, integrated their faith into their normal lives.
Yes, whether it was study, friends, and sports for Frassati, or cutting-edge modern technology for Acutis, these weren't lives like cloistered away in a sacristy, so to speak,
Not at all.
but lives lived fully, vibrantly, and engaged within the world.
Exactly. They offer such powerful models, demonstrating that holiness isn't some abstract concept reserved for a select few, or solely for religious or priests.
Right.
It's profoundly possible to live it fully in lay life, in the everyday, in one's own time, with one's own talents, one's own passions.
And their legacy is clearly still growing.
Oh, it continues to grow. And the devotion for both of them is incredibly vibrant and alive today. They are truly powerful models of a Christian life lived without compromises, but with immense joy, with incredible fullness.
Yeah.
They brilliantly combine that youthful exuberance, deep engagement in the world, and a profoundly rooted faith.
And perhaps this is precisely where the challenge truly lies, even for you listening today. When we look at their total dedication, at the absolute centrality they gave to their encounter with Jesus, and then how that propelled their tireless service to others, it makes one wonder, what small, concrete step could we take in our own lives?
Indeed. Perhaps inspired by them, by Carlo's unwavering attention to the Eucharist, or by Pier Giorgio's radical way of serving others, we might be prompted to stop muddling through a bit, as Frassati so powerfully put it,
Love that phrase.
and start living our lives and our faith a bit more fully, more authentically. This raises a truly important question for all of us. How can we be more original in our daily lives and truly live, not just exist?
Powerful, provocative food for thought. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into these extraordinary lives. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep living fully.